just a quick turn because I really, really want to hear this. You gotta again. We talked together, and we're earlier, and I say we're just hockey dads and husbands. I really want to hear if you have time to share here. I want to hear your story of this, the moving story in this last couple of years with you in Phoenix, and elaborate on that as far as you getting into the coaching world and stuff. Go ahead and take your
Sure.
time. I really this is what I really wanted to talk to you about too, because we're all about fatherhood, man. We're all about fatherhood.
Right. So yeah, I I grew up in a house. I'm the oldest of four boys, and there's eight years age gap between me and the youngest. So we were pretty close in age, the four of us. And we didn't have a lot growing up, for sure. My dad worked hard, like most, and he always made sure that we were in hockey. So we all played hockey, and he brought us to hockey whenever he could. Mom took us when he was working, but we never missed tournaments, games, practices. They were there for us. So I grew up. I'd like to say a typical Canadian kid who played hockey, where mom and dad were always there. And fast forward to me having kids. I had my kids late. My oldest boy is 19. I have a 16-year-old girl and an 11-year-old boy. And everyone thought when Sean started having kids, there was going to be this whole new wave of hockey because Sean lives hockey. So Sean's going to have hockey kids. Sean didn't have hockey kids. When my oldest came home, I think when he was 6 years old, with some leaflet from school, he laid it down and he says, "Dad, I want to join the ski team." And I said, "Okay, you want?" After that point, he wasn't a skier. I said, "Okay, you want to join the ski team?" I said, "Very good." So we joined the ski team, and he went on to have a 12-year alpine ski racing career, we'll call it, growing up. He was an alpine skier. Didn't want to skate, didn't want to play hockey, had no interest in my collecting or my interest in the game. He respected it, but that was it. My daughter, alpine ski racer too. She wanted to learn how to skate and things, but had no interest in hockey. Third child comes by, Phoenix. He becomes a skier as well. And then one day, he had already been skiing for a couple of years. And I think he was about 9 years old, 10 or 8 years old. He came home one day and he says, "I want to join hockey." And it was like, "Did I hear you right?" I said, "You want to join hockey?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "My friends play hockey. I want to play hockey." So that was an absolutely amazing day for me, even though I've probably never shared much of that with anybody. That was a pretty cool day for me that one of my kids said they wanted to play hockey. So I said,
How long
"Well,
ago was that,
if you're
Sean?
going,"
And how old
well, that
was
was only
Phoenix?
that that was he was about 9, 8 or 9 maybe. That so it was only a couple years ago. And I said, "Well, if you're going to play hockey, I'm going to coach hockey." So went and got all of my accreditations and things and took a whole bunch of coaching courses and all the things I needed. And I signed up to be a coach. So he played his first game or season of hockey last year. Um, and it was good. He liked hockey. He didn't love hockey, but I loved coaching. And I loved going to the rink with him. Getting to go and experience that with my boy, like my dad did with me and my brothers, kind of thing. And it was a very um, special experience to coach my own kid, but to be back into hockey at that level, coaching period, and to be involved in minor hockey again. So we had an absolutely phenomenal season. Um, Played some tournaments, had a lot of fun, had a lot of great experiences. And then this year, he got back into hockey again, and I'm coaching again. But before the season got rolling, he decided he wasn't going to play hockey anymore. But I'm still coaching. So I still coach minor hockey, and I'm still having the blast. And I will be absolutely forever grateful for the year that I got to coach my own kid in hockey. It's probably, of all the amazing things I've done in my life, and all the great experiences I've had with all of my kids through ski racing and school and trips, um, getting to coach my own kid in hockey, the game that I love, will always be one of the things I'm most grateful for as a
Well,
father.
Sean, you're telling me
And
you started coaching in your 50s. So
yes,
it's never too late, everybody. Isn't that amazing that
never.
that was your moment? I
It
was so
was
blessed as a car manager, had one of my twins, one of my boys work with me for a couple of years. Nothing compares to that, working with your son. You know,
no
go tell me more